Well, congratulations, John.
Yeah.
Here we are again. Once again, you proved that you're made of something else. How did you get through that match?
Oh, I don't know. I really don't. As I said, I apologise to Dave after the first. At the end, I says, "Listen, I brought you down to my level. The first three sessions, I really was very poor, and I think Dave really let me off the hook. He wouldn't have had a good night's sleep, only leading 13-11, because he'd have been thinking he should have been at least 15-9, 16-8 in front, really. So I was over the moon to only be 13-11 behind, and I knew I had to try and play better, but I really felt good. I felt the exact same way at the end there that I did through the first three sessions, but just nothing was happening. My concentration was wavering. I was playing shots and I'm thinking, what did I just do there? But luckily for me, it came out at the end there, and I thought it was such a high quality final session really here at the semi-final stage. It was a great game.
There was points when you were looking up at your family. Did you get that feeling from them, that inspiration from them as well to spur you on?
Yeah, listen, I'll be honest, because normally I've had a couple of friends and family that have popped down for different matches, but normally I'm thinking the semi-final I just try and get into my own little zone, and if I win, great, all the family come down. If you lose, you're just right in the car away home, because the semi-finals, you think it's really nothing, but I think when I walked down the steps, when they introduced walking down the steps for the first session, the atmosphere it was generating, I after the session I says to Denise and the kids, quick, hurry up and try and come down. But she said they couldn't, because obviously the kids in school and they had different things to finish at school. So they says try and stay in touch with Dave, and we'll be down for the third session. And it was good seeing them last night. They were there giving the support, and then obviously there today shouting me on, which is great.
You obviously felt like you needed their support.
I did. That's what I felt. I felt that you don't know how many more times you're going to be coming here, and I felt you've got to try and savour it. You've got to try and get every little ounce out yourself and out your family that can maybe help you, and luckily for me it worked.
There's points in this season where you were talking about quitting this game, and here you are in another final.
Yeah, I know. I can't really explain really. All I was really concentrating this tournament was coming down to try to give Mark Davis a game, because he'd obviously beat me a few times and it was such a tough first round game, and obviously beating someone like Mark, it gave me a lot of confidence. It really did. And then against Stuart, great win for me. Against Neil, another unbelievable win. And then obviously that final session, it was incredible to win, really was.
You obviously still got this hunger, this desire, this flame that won't die. Not yet.
No, listen, I could have really threw the towel in during the first three sessions. I really was getting so annoyed with myself, but I was just thinking, just try and hang in and let Dave try and win the match, because it's tough to do here, it really is. But I've got to say, I was lucky in that last session as well. Dave's got a kick on the 128, and he's left himself bridging over the red for the black, and he missed. And if that never happened, he could have went on and cleared up, because he's such a good player, really. And when I was 15-14 in front, and I tapped him with everything, and then he rolled a red in the middle bag and he done a 70 or 80 break, I'm thinking, this guy's class, really class. So he'll be back. I seen he was obviously really upset. Now that's what it does to you, but he'll be back.
He's had a great tournament, hasn't he? He's been a brilliant story and quite an inspiring one for the people.
Yeah, and listen, I wasn't talking rubbish when I said it. If I wasn't in the tournament and I was watching him back home, like I'm sure 99% of the players, they'd be wanting Dave to win, because he's a diamond day guy. So simple.
So looking ahead to the final, this could be a repeat of 2011 against Judd Trump. Would that be interesting? Yeah,
it would be. Obviously, it would play one of the favourites. He's got a 14-10 lead against Gary. That's not over, because the final session can do funny things to you. But you would have to say Judd's strong favourite. And if it was Judd to come through, it would be a brilliant final to be involved in. Something similar to the Selby and Williams. It would be brilliant to play him again.
Do you think it'd be different playing him this year because he's such a favourite?
Yeah, I think so. And I think he's a different player. He's an unbelievable all-round player now. I think when I played him in 2011, he was just, you won't mind me for saying it, crash bang wallop, and normally they were getting in. So it was incredible to play against. But I'll be playing a different Judd Trump, and the way he dismantled O'Sullivan at the Masters in such a high profile game, that's given him the confidence to come here and be one of the favourites and justify it getting to the final.
And let's not write Gary Wilson
No,
off
exactly,
just yet. If it is Gary, what will it be like playing Gary?
It's a fairy tale story, isn't it? It's something like your Joe Johnson when he came here, if he was a qualifier. It really would be incredible that it's the players he's beaten. Then he obviously come back from 14-10 down to beat Judd. He's beat Selby quite easy. He beat Carter quite easy. He's really had a bit of easy passage through to play Judd, but obviously he's got all to do. But if he'd come back and win that match, it'd be unbelievable. And
just a word on Leo Scully, and it's obviously going to be quite special that he's reffing the final and you're in it.
Exactly, yes. So I don't know if I get one of these bottles of champagne, but it's certainly going to Leo now as a well done for getting his first final. And
how special is it to have him there?
Well, listen, I'm not speaking on behalf of all the Scottish boys. I think when we found out Leo was getting the final, I bet you everyone, it would have been special to be involved in it, but to have Leo in the side, but I don't know, because then people will think it's favouritism. So no, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. But no, it's an unbelievable achievement. What Leo's went through in his life to get the final. Yeah, he'll be the proudest guy in that auditorium tomorrow, without a doubt.
Well, thank you very much for speaking to us. Well done.
Cheers.
John, do you think how close you could have been to watching this on TV? You could have walked away from the game, couldn't you?
Well, God, I mean, yeah, I was at a low ebb, really, just around about Christmas time. Really was the lowest ebb I think I've ever been playing the game. But no, that's forgot about now and full steam ahead.
Catalyst. I mean, what got you thriving? Because
I just think getting out of the house, really. Yeah, I think I've said that a few times. Getting out and having a purpose to get up in the morning and get out and practice, and obviously then that would help your results.
But you said you only came here thinking just get through the first round, so you surprised yourself?
No, because you know how difficult it is, and I know how difficult my first qualifier was, Mark Davis. When I found out I was playing Mark, I've got to be honest, I gave a little sigh as if to say, oh no, because he didn't sign over me a little bit, so I was just totally focused 100% to try and give Mark a game. And luckily for me, I get through that, and then obviously I've managed to get through the rest of the games.
John, there was a couple of commentators suggested yesterday, I think it was your second session was one of the worst that I've seen you play. Did you rank it that low?
Yeah, without a doubt. I think I was sitting there thinking at one point, it was in a par, I think, when I played Stephen Hendry here one session when I was 5-3 behind, and I finished the session 12-4 behind. And that's what I was thinking. I was just thinking, this is like the match with Henry, just absolutely woeful. But that's what I said. I was lucky. I think I brought Dave down to my level. I really did. Because when I started playing well at the end there, Dave went up a gear as well. So, I mean, if I'd have done that, who knows, at the start of the match it could have been different. But as I said, I think I was really lucky.
John, it's not gone your way the last two finals. Do you know where you need to improve? Take that step further?
No, just go in and give it my all, really. I mean, listen, I've got to say as well, the scheduling. I know BBC are an unbelievable sponsor we've got for the game, but the times that we're going to have to go in and play tomorrow, it's been the last two finals, playing at 2 in the afternoon. You probably won't kick balls off 20 past 2 after they've done all their intros. You've got to try and fit 8 frames in. See, honestly, this final it's incredible. You're running about like on a hamster wheel, because you try and play the 8 frames, rush back, change your shirt, grab a bit of pasta, and then you're back out again. It really has to be looked at. It has to be maybe starting off at 12 o'clock or something, and then the final session starting at 7. So you can play 8 frames, and then you can maybe have a lie down for half an hour and recharge the batteries. So I would never have said anything if I never made it, but really the scheduling has to change. It really does. Because if I believe where it's right, it's 2 o'clock, 7 o'clock for the 4 sessions. Scandalous. But
do you think they need to decrease the frames for the semi-final or the final? Play less frames?
no, I just think they've just got to have a couple of. Listen, we understand it's a mental tournament, and it's going to be a long, like, best of 35. But give you a little chance. I mean, give you a little chance that you can finish a bowl of pasta and then come back in for the second session. Honestly, that's basically what it is. You rush off, run up the road, run up to whatever you're doing. Can't even have a meal, and then you're rushing back down to actually play again. It really has to be looked at, but see what happens.
John, was the table causing a few problems again?
Yeah, it was, and it was. But I was just trying to. It's obviously the same for both players, isn't it? So you've just got to try and get it out of your mind.
Was it any better than the previous round?
It was better than the Robertson game. The Robertson game was incredible, but it was a little bit better. It was, but still really difficult to control, especially when you're not hitting the ball great. Yeah, it's torture. But when you're playing okay, you can manage it a little bit better. So that was okay in the final session.
John, from an emotional perspective, where does this particular run to the final rank in your career?
Yeah, it's right up there, really, without a doubt. As I say, when I was losing quite heavily during the match, I'm thinking, another disappointment, but I just dug in and to come back and win. Yeah, it's incredible.